your phone. Yeah, Tone. If you wanna parlay, down low on a parlay. I just hit a parlay. I'ma throw a party. If you wanna parlay, down low on a parlay. I just hit a parlay. I'm about to throw a party. I just woke up in time to check out my parlay from last night. I hope it's a good day. If I'm on top the leaderboard on Wanna Parlay, that mean it's a good day. Oh yeah, I forgot that the Hawks played. I bet you Jordan Poole have an off day. Guaranteed Travis Hunter made a mouse play. If so, I done cashed on my parlay. 2 picks, 4 picks, 6 picks, 7 picks. Pick your poison. Wanna parlay, then download the app right now. Come on, join it. If you lose one time, gotta keep on going. Flip them winners, gotta stack them coins. Stay in the race like Jackie Joyner. You'll win if you stack them points up. NBA, CBB, MLS, NFL, MLB. Take your time, build your slip. NHL, MMA, UFC. Yeah, you can go big on big. Yeah, or you can go small on small. World Series, Super Bowl, March Madness, championship, win them all. If you wanna parlay, down low on a parlay. I just hit a parlay. I'ma throw a party. If you wanna parlay, down low on a parlay. I just hit a parlay. I'm about to throw a party.
And we are live. Welcome back to the show, the Wanna Parlay Podcast. This show is brought to you by Wanna Parlay, home of the $2 parlay and the world's richest parlay, where every day people are turning $2 into $2,000. We've got a great show for you guys today. And before we get started, I want to hit a quick announcement. A new segment on this show. We will now be giving a $2 entry ticket to anyone that shows face on this podcast. When you do so, you will have an opportunity to give us a 2-man parlay. And if that parlay wins, you will earn $10 more in entry tickets, which will give you an opportunity to win thousands on Wanna Parlay, folks. So take advantage of it. If you're tuning in, you want to drop picks, just join the Discord. Hop in. All are welcome. All right. Well, first thing we do on this show, if you're a regular, you already know, it's accountability hour. And as we're about to approach that, I'm going to bring on B. Sifo, who was our first participant in our new segment, our new event. And she cashed. So let's bring her on. B. Sifo. We'll give her a second to be loaded. Into the waiting room. Bring her back on. We're good. No worries. B. Sifo. There she is, the certified winner. She's 1-0 on the show. Pressure doesn't mean anything to her. She's ice cold. She's like that. Wow, B. Sifo, I just want to say congratulations on your win, on your $10 in free play tickets. And I just got to ask, how does it feel? I love it. So going over your parlay. Here we go. Going over your parlay. You had Giannis Antetokounmpo over 44.5 PRA. That hit with ease. I feel like that was sweat free. You knew it was coming. And next you had Miles Turner over 11.5 points. 2 just absolute locks. I think Miles Turner had 7 points on his first 3 shots in the first quarter.
Lance, can we be honest? We were iffy about the Miles Turner. Between me and you, first quarter, Lance texted me. He was like, "Yo, Turner is going. He's going ape shit."
B. Sifo, I feel bad because right when you exited the show, right when you left, I literally, me and Tone talked about it. I'm like, I don't know about that Turner play. The Turner one, you're gonna live and die. He's a spot up shooter. He doesn't do anything down low. He's the new version of a big man in today's NBA. And you just hit it right on the money, sweat free. Yeah. Tell him to bring me my money. B. Sifo. It's incredible stuff. And now we have to ask, I don't I don't think we're able to offer you $10 more in free play. That's up to Tone. That's up to Tone, not me. But do you have any plays that you could give us for free tonight?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
All right.
Okay, so y'all now the question for y'all is, do y'all want something easy or y'all want me to give it to them a little bit where it's kind of like a
I mean, if you went 2-0, you went 2-0, and that was just actually, and I got some shit to give you, B Cyphos. Why the hell didn't you place it on Wanna Parlay?
Man, I be placing bets on like 2-3 different apps at the same time. So
well, you need to get rid of those other apps because there's no parlay rewards like Wanna Parlay. That just a little two-man $2 would have been about, I think, $100, maybe $200, just free in your pocket. Not only the 10 entry tickets, but also the cash. Tone?
So Lance, it's actually safe to say, Lance, if she would have put that exact pick in last night for the pick 2 section, she would have won, and that would have turned into $100. And if you take $10 on any app with two-man pick, you're not gonna make nowhere near $100 at all. It doesn't matter which. I've played on all of them. From we're not naming any of them because we're one over here, but I've played on all of them. Maybe not all because they keep coming every day, but I've played on tons of them, and none of the payouts are like Wanna Parlay. So we literally had the headquarters and the big dogs hitting us up last night, be like, "Hey, we just gave it $10, but why didn't she put it on Wanna?" Like
yeah. Man, I'm gonna do better with that. I gotta start putting all my picks in on Wanna, man.
All right, B Cypho. Give us the locks. Tell us what you're putting in Wanna Parlay tonight.
Okay, so tonight, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna just give them an easy one, a cool lock. I feel like it's a cool lock. So with the Orlando and Boston game, I got Wagner in there. Straight points, more than 15.5.
Okay.
Franz Wagner, but Wagner is Wagner. Okay. Yeah. You called him Giannis yesterday too, so that's female. Where it's cool. Keep going, Beast. Keep going.
Yeah. That's 15.5. Then I got Mobley.
Mobley. Okay.
Yeah, Mobley. I got him for 0.5 for a 3-pointer more.
Okay.
Ooh. Lance, that's a sneaky one.
That's a sneaky one. Hey, he takes at least
like
2 to 3.
4 for 7, I believe.
Hey.
Last game he was like 4 for 7, so all I need is 1.
All you need is 1. I believe in it. Keep going.
And is that the 2 for tonight, B? And I want to ask, just to make sure for our viewers and listeners, is that Mobley 0.53s? That's a 1 line right now? Because I'm taking that. If so, that's a 1 line.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah. Cook. Let her cook, Lance. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Let her cook. Hey, she's a certified winner. All she's done, her only track record is winning. So I'm listening. I'm all yours.
Yeah.
Are those the only 2, or are we getting a couple more?
That's one of them for a 2-pick.
Okay.
That's one of them for a 2-pick. I got another pick in. This one I got to put in. I got this one wrote down on my phone right now. So I got Butler. His PRA more 35.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
I got Ty Jerome more demon tonight. 19.5.
And is that PRA?
That's points. That's straight
points.
Oh,
just points. Ty Jerome off the bench. You're taking over 19 and a half points. A lot of people gonna be
like, but I feel like I feel like tonight is the night. He back and forth.
Hey, I believe. I believe in it. Ty Jerome's been hooping a lot more than I thought he could.
And that's a demon.
He's nice. He's nice off the Cavs bench.
Lance, if B Cypho can pull out a Ty Jerome 19.5 points tonight, that's magician work. That's
demon.
That's magician work.
B Cypho. If you hit what is it? You said Ty Jerome 19.5 points. Well, and then the other 2?
The other one was Butler.
Oh yeah, Butler. If you hit this
PRA.
If you hit all 4 of these, if you go 4-0 B-Cypho, I will personally cash app you $100. I'll be honest. Because I think this will be blasphemy if you can pull this off. You heard it here, folks. I'm a man of my word, and we will recap tomorrow at Accountability Hour. B-Cypho, thank you so much for coming on and giving us your picks. You got 4 locks, 2 of them, play with them as you will. The second one, folks, I'm going to be honest, I don't believe in it. That's why I'm putting my money where my mouth is. B-Cypho has the opportunity to shut me up. B-Cypho, thank you so much for coming on.
Well, before she leaves, forget that, Lance. If she hits all 4, I match her 100. There's no way.
All right, folks. B-Cypho, if you hit 4-0, she has the opportunity not only to win her rewards on Wanna, which will probably equate to what we're totaling up between me and Tone, but $200 also from me and Tone. B-Cypho, thank you again, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. There she goes. Man, what a legend. Ty Jerome, 19.5. You already know.
Oh my gosh. What?
All right. I got someone in the waiting room. It's an E. It starts with an E. I'm gonna bring him on.
That's actually Lonnie, Lance. That's his. I guess that's his name on here, but I know that brand.
Yeah. I think I remember. I think I remember his name. That's awesome. I'll bring him on now. We'll just go through the show, and then when he's ready to go for our newest segment, which we haven't announced yet. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be down to go. Here we go. Eat her taco. Sure, there he is. Yeah. What a fucking name. I love it.
Lonnie, you just chill for a sec, man. Hey, Lonnie, turn your camera horizontal too, so we can get the full on. Yep. There you go. Yeah, Lonnie, just kick it for a minute, man. We're gonna give you a nice introduction. Me and Lance still going over the rest of the show. It's crazy. We got a real ref, Lance.
Yeah, hey, this is the real deal, folks. And we will be announcing this segment soon, but let's keep going with Accountability Hour. So we went over B-Cypho. She just came in here, certified winner, 2-0. She gave us her 4 plays tonight. We'll see how those go. But going over mine, last night I went 6-0. Giannis over 18.5 assists and rebounds. He had 25 total. That one was easy. Bobby Portis over 19.5 points plus rebounds. Well, he had more than 19.5 points itself. That was easy. Naismith over 16.5 points plus rebounds. He was right. I think it was right. Actually, I might need to. No, he had 16 points, 2 rebounds. That was easy. He's a starter. It was a little sketch, but it went well. John Morant over 28.5 points plus assists. That was a win. We covered by half. He had 29 points and assists, 23 points, 6 assists. But we also had John Morant over 3.5 turnovers, which he had 5. We know the Thunder defense flies around. They beat the shit out of the Grizz, which is unfortunate for them, but that's their reality. We'll talk about that game in a little. Austin Reeves over 4.5 assists, another win. He had 5 assists, another half-point slippery right there. Hey, we get by 6-0. Great night. Tone, go ahead.
Yes, accountability hour. Excuse the cognac, but yeah, I love it. This is one of my favorite segments of the show. I'm gonna start with my guest people's picks that we gave in last night. As you know, B-Cypho, she came through and gave a massive, just the 2 for 2, just clean sweep, which was phenomenal if you ask me. Now on my side, let's go to Lonnie Lyle. We had Lonnie Lyle. He gave us his picks as well. Lonnie went 3 for 7. He had Pascal Siakam over 6.5 rebounds. He hit on that. He had Milwaukee Bucks for the W. That didn't hit. He had John Morant over 22.5 points. He cleared by 0.5, so that hit. Chet Holmgren over 15.5 points. He hit. Grizzlies W didn't hit. LeBron over 30.5 points plus assists. Didn't hit. Lakers Wolves over 104.5 at the half. Didn't hit. Now on to mine. Shout out to my brother Lance. You know what I'm saying? I am a super team player, and I want to say this may be the first time, with no shade thrown, but this is the first time that Lance beat me, and he beat me by a freaking clean sweep. He said he went 6-0, which is freaking phenomenal. So I suggest you guys follow Lance picks tonight. Seriously, 6-0 is That is fucking like, hey, Lance, like, drinks on me when we get in each other's presence, man. That's crazy. 6-0. I tanked last night. I don't know the percentage, but this is my first time going less than 50%. But straight into it, Bucks W didn't hit. Bucks plus 4.5 didn't hit. OKC W hit. OKC minus 14.5 hit. Lakers W hit. Lakers minus 5.5 hit. And this is where it gets shaky. Lakers Wolves over 210.5 points total didn't hit. LeBron 24.5 over. He didn't hit, dropped 21. Reeves, 18.5 points over, didn't hit. He dropped 16. Ja Morant, 22.5 points over, he hit. Desmond Bane, 18.5 points, he hit. Zach Edey, 11.5 assists plus rebounds, didn't hit. Jaren Jackson, 1.5 steals plus blocks, didn't hit. Naz Reid, over 7.5 assists plus rebounds. Naz Reid, see, we'll get into this later, but the Timberwolves are bipolar syndrome, if you ask me. Dorian Finney-Smith, 5.5 assist rebounds. He cleared. On to some Atlanta shit. Braves W didn't clear. Braves minus 1.5 didn't hit. The hell the Braves on. Mets over 7.5 total points. I want to say they had 7. It's crazy. Dodgers over 8.5 total points. They had like 20. Shohei over 1 hit. He struck out 3 times. What the fuck, Shohei? Freddie cleared over 1 hit. Michael Harrison, 1 hit. He didn't clear. He's a Braves. They lost. What do you expect? And that's accountability hour. There you have it.
There you have it, folks. I did your percentage. You went 9 for 14. It was just under 40%. Hey, it happens, you know. And Lonnie Lyle was 3 for 4. Yeah, 3 and 4 out of the 7 picks. It's good stuff all around, you know. I think the 8-0 from me and B Sifo brought us to above even. So hey, it's a team game. This is a team game on this podcast, folks. This is what we do. And a couple of them just right there. The LeBron, that's brutal because he had missed layups that he easily could have had. Reeves, another one. But hey, you're gonna bounce back tonight, and I'm not worried about it. Especially if you guys have been paying attention to this podcast. Tone don't miss 2 days in a row. I promise you. So. Let's hop into the recap of last night's games and talk a little bit about tonight's games. Starting with last night, Bucks 115 versus Pacers 123. Hopping into it, I got, you know, Giannis needs more help than just Bobby Portis. Game 3 has got to be Dame time. And if it's not Dame time and you lose game 3, Milwaukee, blow it up. This will be your biggest trade since Lou Alcindor back in fucking 72, whenever Kareem was traded to the Lakers. It's tough. It has to happen because, you know, they need Dame and Giannis to combine for at least 60, at least. And then help from either Portis or dog shit Kuzma, who they traded for, and they're finding out he is just not that guy. There's a reason we sent him to the Wizards and wanted him to stay over there. But with that being said, I got Pacers in 5. Oh, Tone. Halliburton's that dude. Halliburton's that dude.
I got a hot take for you. You're right. I got a hot take for you. I was just about to apply some pressure, but I'm glad you passed that baton at the right time, Lance. It's crazy how the world works, and that's what you call chemistry. That's my brother. So, hot take. Before I even get into recap, this is my hot take. I would rather have Halliburton than Dame right now. I'm just going to put that out there, please. If anybody is watching screen recorded, show Dame this, tag Dame, tag Halliburton, tag whoever the fuck ever. I would rather have Tyrese, Halliburton, Halliburton, woo. I would rather have them than Dame. Your clock is broke time. I would rather have Halliburton than Dame, and I'm just going to put it out there and just let it be. I said it earlier in yesterday's show. I just don't think that Dame and Giannis have even clicked yet, and I didn't think that Dame was going to be that super fact. Like, I think Dame should have sat out this series. I'm just going to be clearly honest. I feel like Giannis has gotten into the system where he's good. He could carry this without him. And I just think Dame wasn't needed out there yesterday. I'll just be honest.
Tone, it was super unfortunate because you saw in the beginning, Dame was Dame. He started out nice. He hit his first few shots. He was going nice. And then you could tell he's just completely winded. I mean, the blood clot issue, you know, he wasn't able to be physical or do anything for like a month. And he's out there. I mean, a report came out. He admitted it. He was gassed. So as much as it's Dame time and you want him back on the court, you're 100% right. He just isn't physically there, and it's unfortunate. You hope he can get back for Game 3, and maybe he's running laps on a treadmill right now or something to get his conditioning back. But with that being said, Pacers in 5. And when you said when you were talking about Halliburton, I think Halliburton is the best traditional point guard since Chris Paul in this NBA, because the traditional point guard has gone away. I mean, you see Steph Curry, he's obviously not a traditional point guard. He's a shooting guy. Luka, I know he's a great passer, but he's a scorer first. And I'm trying to think of any other point guard that I could really go with it.
Put it, Lance. One of your favorites, Lance. You can't do that. You're going to tell me you're going to put Tyrese over Cade? Come on, Lance. This is your guy.
Cade isn't a traditional point guard. Another one that he scores first. The offense completely runs through him. Don't get me wrong. Like, he's a point guard. But I'm saying traditional, like Tyrese Halliburton already in his NBA career has the most 20-point, 10-assist games with no turnovers. The most in NBA history. He leads, and he's 23 or 24, folks, and he's already passed Chris Paul for most 20-point, 10-assist, 0 turnover games. He's the best true point guard since Chris Paul. Let's move on to the next. Or do you have any other final thoughts? Do you want to give Kuzma his shit because he's just buns, or are we moving on?
Yeah, we're gonna leave Kuzma over there. But quick take, Lance. Did you see? Today came out where all the players in the NBA voted on certain things. And I didn't like it, but most overrated players, the top 3 players, and when all the players voted in the NBA, they couldn't vote on anybody that was on their team. So they literally had to, or they couldn't vote on themselves. So the top 3 overrated players, I know 2 of the top 3 was Tyrese Halliburton and Trae Young. And I was like, wow. And that made me feel like traditional point guards that are dishing out over 10 assists a game are just not the favorites right now.
Yeah, no, I think especially Tyrese. I know he talks shit well on the court and he gets in people's heads and he kind of has that smile and that aura to him where he's just having fun out there. And as he's like toying with people, having fun, just crushing their hopes and dreams. I have a lot of respect for Tyrese and Trae Young. People who don't give Trae Young enough fucking credit. My God, he's been in the league 7 years. 7 years now, and he's not once had an all-star as a teammate. What the fuck are we doing here? I mean, and he's been to a conference finals. I got bitch-ass Joel Embiid who can't play half his games, never been to a conference finals. Where do we rank him? Why is he above Trae Young? I don't know. Do you know? No one knows. So,
facts.
Yeah, the disrespect is unreal. But it is what it is. And I get it. Trae Young, high turnover, but no, he can't play deep, but no. He give the guy his flowers as he deserves. All right, let's move on. OKC 118 versus Memphis 99. Clearly, OKC is just too much for this Grizzlies team, and it really makes you wonder what is to come this offseason with Memphis, because the firing of Jenkins isn't the only move in this near future. This offseason will be crazy. I don't know if it's going to be moving off Ja Morant because they're going to have to pay him $300+ million. I don't know if it's going to be I don't know what they're going to do, but it's going to be interesting, and we'll see what's in store for Memphis. I don't have too much else on this game. Tone, how about you?
I'm in a space where I'm so big on business and relationships and resources and things of that nature. I'm kind of confused on why, like, certain organizations and franchises just can't provide what's needed, for what they have going on. I mean, just from a naked eye, I don't think Ja is probably going to be in Memphis for a contract extension or a new contract. I think he's going to weigh out his options. Plus, I think his best scenarios are outside of Memphis if he wants to get into a winning, environment. But I'm just curious on why, like, places like Memphis, places like Atlanta, places like New Orleans they've had transcendent talents, game-changing talents that have been on their franchises numerous of times, but things just don't evolve. And in my opinion, it's just like enough money isn't being dumped into these franchises. Like, I'm not there behind the scenes, but I would assume that the training facility for the Lakers look 4 times bigger than the normal facility for certain, franchises and this, that, and the third. And the people that are massaging and rubbing the muscles for the Lakers or the players are way more, experienced than the people that it's just like, I just feel like it's a whole, and why can't certain franchises raise money? Like, is it a thing where, look, this is the only money you can spend on your franchise, or are these people just not working hard enough to get X, Y, and B involved into their franchise? I'm confused on that part of things.
Yeah, some of these teams, it's weird, because I don't want to call the Atlanta Hawks a small market team. I mean, Atlanta's a big city, so it's like, I'm gonna label them. I mean, there's the big markets. There's the Lakers. There's the Warriors. Warriors is debatable. Steph Curry's put them on the map before that. So Lakers, Knicks, Celtics, like the big market teams. There's the big market, the mid market, and the small market. Now, the small market, like OKC, they got fans, and they got everyone in the state of Oklahoma diehard OKC. And when players play there, like, they feel the love, they embrace the love. They might be in Oklahoma City, and that might fucking blow, but man, it's about the culture and the people. Places like Atlanta, it's interesting. Like a free agent, it doesn't have a big draw because you don't know what the fan base really is. I'm not saying they don't have horrible fans, but it's not as diehard as, like I said, OKC, or like even with Milwaukee, like Giannis has embraced, or at least did. We'll see what happens after this series. Like, embraced it. It was like, yeah, we're small market. It's us against the world, and they went and got a championship. So it's really interesting. And you bring up great points with, like, why are the owners cheap? What the fuck are we doing? And that's where it gets into the business, and it's a whole different argument. And I'm like, hey, we might have to have that conversation another time. But sure. I understand what you're saying. But yeah, let's keep moving forward. Lakers 94 versus Timberwolves 85. This score was closer than the game was. We had them at arm's distance the entire way after a scorching hot first quarter from Luka. I love this recipe, like we had with AD. LeBron sits back in the first, kind of lets the game take care of itself, and kind of let Luka test out the flamethrower. It's a lot easier to play with a lead versus without. And, if Luka gets it going and you start like early, up 15, up 20, that's a great recipe. That's great stuff. It's a lot easier to play with a lead versus without. So, Lakers in 5. Go ahead, Tone.
Yeah, So I feel comfortable where we're at as a franchise, but I think this is a clear showing of what we were trying to pull out of AD and what he couldn't consistently give us due to injuries, and then just due to sometimes AD just would have an off night. He wouldn't play the version of AD that were needed. But it's like now me seeing Luka do what Luka does, and me being able to see LeBron literally, genuinely, and being able to just do it because he can. Like, I haven't seen LeBron literally be able to take a back seat literally comfortably, and somebody else is going to handle it. Like, even when AD was in that position, I would still have that feeling like, damn, LeBron, hey, you got to get in there and facilitate it and take. Like, I've seen LeBron, like, Luka have the ball and Luka hands, and LeBron is on the wing and just being there, trying to be a ghost, trying to create space for Luka because he trusts Luka, and Luka takes shots sometimes where I'm like, what the? But I'm like, I see, I understand. It's like having Jokic on your team. It's like, I'm pretty sure Denver fans, after seeing enough of Jokic, they can allow him to throw whatever, and they got faith in that shot. Like, just throw it up, Jokic. Just throw it up, Jokic. We don't care where you shoot it from. Just put it in the air. I feel like that about Luka now. Like, I get it. Like, the more awkward your shots are, I have faith that you probably practiced that shot. Like, there's something unique about what you're doing. But it feels so delightful just to see LeBron, really be able to be a 40-year-old version of LeBron and be the 40-year-old version of LeBron versus you're being 40 and people still expecting you to be the 32 or 30-year-old LeBron version of, But yeah, Lakers in 5. I agree, Lance.
Yeah, no, and I totally see what you're saying. I mean, this is why it was such a great recipe in Cleveland, when he could just be off the ball, give the ball to Kyrie on some of these possessions. Now it's a little obviously different size difference and just different players. he could just give the ball to Kyrie and be like, all right, get us a bucket. Like, let me take a deep breath. Get us a bucket. And now he can really just give the ball to Luka and focus on other facets of the game because LeBron doesn't care anymore about scoring. LeBron doesn't care anymore about stats, bro. This is about winning. LeBron don't give a fuck no more. He just wants W's. He just wants to eat those like J-Bo. I mean, it's unbelievable. And it's great to watch. He's hustles his ass off on defense. He does all the other things, and now he can just, Luka, go get yours. Go get yours. And Luka, I mean, just like you were saying, he's unbelievable. The ball skills, the touch, the just finesse, he's toying with people out there. He's toying with the best players on planet Earth. He's doing touch shots over Gobert like he's a fucking child. It's unbelievable. That's a 4-time DPOY, ladies and gentlemen, and Luka Doncic is sunning him. It's unbelievable. So, like we just said, Lakers in 5. All right, so we got game.
And with Lantz saying that, that's the only time that you're going to hear sun or sunning in the playoff time. But go ahead, Lantz.
I mean, it's unbelievable. All right, so we got Boston versus Orlando tonight. Tatum out. Peyton Pritchard, 6th man of the year. Just saw that announcement. I believe Boston still wins this game, but it's going to be a lot closer matchup than game 1. But I would love to see a Paolo Banchero breakout game. It would be nice because some of the Cade Cunningham just had one in that game 2 in New York. We're still waiting. Hopefully Jalen Green can do something tonight. And then Banchero, hopefully he can also break out. I just love to see these young kids get after it. Let me read the chat real quick. I see KG Little Joe's firing right now. Ohtani news / Cubs news. First off, don't take any props, including the Saya Suzuki will be a scratch from the starting lineup tonight. Second, Ohtani and Suzuki have a friendly bet tonight. If Ohtani bet him, he would get 2 or more hits tonight. And if does, Suzuki buys dinner. If not, Ohtani buys dinner. So take Ohtani 2+ bases, total bases tonight. Okay. If you want a sneaky bet that pays off well too, take Ohtani with a stolen base tonight too. I like that. And he says tonight, Boston, Porzingis, 19.5 points over. Only way he doesn't hit this over will be foul trouble. Tyler Hero over 2.5 threes made. He will take 9 threes this game, so he only has to hit 1 out of every 3. KG, I love the logic. I got Porzingis in my slip tonight. And I got Hero in my slip, not for threes, and now I'm a little worried. I might have to flip it over, but we'll see. KG, we appreciate you, man, especially the Ohtani. I'm hammering Ohtani. All right. You got any thoughts on this Boston Magic or Boston Orlando series or game?
Yeah, I definitely do. Unfortunately to the Boston, or however they say it up, the Boston boy, whichever one. But Orlando's going to take this one tonight, and some just traditional favor. There's no Tatum. Tatum is the leader. Tatum is the points leader. He is the one that, puts it up on there regardless of what Pritchard and White did tonight. But I see, we'll get into the picks later. We'll get into picks later. But yeah, Orlando tonight. All in all, I back up what you're saying. I think Banchero comes out and he's going to have a hell of a game. I see him clearing any lines that's probably on the board for him tonight outside of like turnovers and blocks and steals or something like that. But when it comes to points, rebounds, assists, whichever one you take tonight, I think he clears all of them. If you put the PRA together, he's going to clear that as well. Orlando, they're going to come out fired out. Orlando is not no pushover now. I don't know if people – and Orlando is like the Hawks. Is one of those teams that a lot of people don't watch them unless they're playing a big team. But Orlando has some pieces, and if Jalen Suggs was there, it would be a total different discussion. I mean, a totally different discussion. I'm telling you guys. So with Jason Tatum missing, I see teams being a little more fairly, evened. And I'm taking Orlando tonight.
I see where you're coming from 100%, but listen to my theory before we get too ahead of ourselves. So Orlando knows Tatum's out, right? Of course, everyone knows Tatum's out. I am worried that Orlando it's going to be too much pressure for an inexperienced young team because they know they have to take advantage of Tatum being out for this game. They might be motherfucking bricks in the current NBA champions know what they do and know what they do best. In Boston, it's a sweep. Don't get it twisted. They won the championship last year and easily. And they're gonna make a march forward again. So I think it's a sweep. I don't mean to be on my hater shit, but they might even cover the 10.5. I mean, it's in Boston. The Garden's gonna be going, and I think it might be too much for Orlando, and they'll be back next year when they're fully healthy. And this is a good learning experience. It's no hate. It's no disrespect. You're going against the NBA champions and probably the best roster at top to bottom in the league, outside of maybe the Cavs. So it is what it is. That's my take, and we'll see. We'll see. You still got Orlando. He said,
"Yeah. I think this is worthy enough to bring back on the table tomorrow for debate time, Lance. I love it. You're going Celtics tonight. I'm going Orlando. I think they're gonna pull it out. Hey, I love it, man. I love it. I appreciate your takes because you kind of got me. You know, you got my scale tilted, but I'm sticking where I'm at. I'm standing on business. Orlando. They taking it tonight.
There it is. I like it. All right, let's go on to Miami versus Cleveland. Cavs in 4. Heat don't have enough firepower to get this done. Hopefully they get Giannis or Dame in this offseason. They'll be back next season or maybe even the one after it because they still got good pieces. They got a good roster. They have something they're just missing one or someone just to get the doubles and everything off a Hero. Let him be his own self. I see a lot of similarities with Hero and Devin Booker. It's just crazy. I think they're a lot closer than people think. But yeah, they need another one in Miami. So therefore, they're getting swept. You got anything on this one? This is kind of a snooze.
Yeah, if I was going to stay away from any game on putting some major books on tonight, it would be this game. And this is, I mean, just to me personally, this is almost one of the least exciting. I mean, even with the Grizzlies getting beat, how they're getting beat, it's still exciting to see Ja do the stuff that he's doing out there. This game, this matchup, this series is just, I can see a sweep coming. I mean, even if it doesn't come, we know who's gonna win this series.
If it ain't a sweep, it's in 5.
It's not intriguing.
And this is how it is normally in the NBA playoffs. I mean, the 1 seed versus the 8 is usually belt to ass. And in this case, it's 1 seed versus the 10 seed. So it should be fucking belt to ass. So it is what it is. Miami will be back next year or maybe the year after. You still got hopes. You got Spoelstra. You got culture still. You'll be all right. All right. Last but not least, Warriors versus Rockets. Wow. This should be another good one. I want to take H-Town so badly. When you look at each team, it doesn't tell you the same thing. One has 2 solidified closers, and one doesn't have any. Obviously, I'm referring to the Warriors having the 2 and the Rockets having none. Fred VanVleet going 4 for 17 was diabolical, and I don't know if I can watch that again. And I don't know if I can watch him try to be the one, try to be the guy. I'm starting to feel that guy isn't worth the contract they gave him, and they should look to move off him this offseason and let Shepherd take over because they got just too many players, not enough spots on the roster. So I think that's what they should do in their future. Bright future, by the way. You know, I think they're going to be very good for years to come. But I got Warriors in 6. I'm a sick puppy. I'm taking Houston tonight. Tone, go ahead.
I think there should be a thin line drawn between experience and just who's the fuck better. I'm just gonna put that out there. I mean, like too many times when playoff time comes around, experience wins the minutes, experience wins the spot and the starting lineup, and experience wins the minutes that matter late in the game. But damn it, Reed Shepherd, I was gonna say it, but it's no. If you have seen what this guy does when he plays and gets ample amount of minutes, and, you know, people could bring up the heyday of Van Fleet and this, that, but damn it, Van Fleet ain't did nothing exciting in the last damn 5 years. If you want to be honest, Van Fleet have just been a role player and just a role player seemingly. He ain't came out there and carried no damn team ever. And even when he was covered up over there in the motherfucking Toronto Raptors, he still had so many pieces around him where his flaws wasn't being exposed. And that's just that on that. And you can fact check it all you want. But damn it, if you look at a lot of the pieces that the Rockets got going, oh, you better believe in the future they are gonna be something. But right now, with that, with just, I think they're gonna have to get other. I think the veterans on their team are gonna need to be big men. Because they got enough damn guards. They got enough damn trailblazing motherfuckers that can run that floor and get up and this. They don't need that shit. They need a big man facilitator, veteran, OG. Hey. They could have kept Clint Capella. Like Clint Capella could fit over there right now. We got him from the Rockets with Atlanta right now, but that would have been a good pick over there. But somebody like, somebody that's just gonna play their role and not try to take away the shots from the young people, because Van Fleet put up a lot of shots.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
That's the thing, Tone. Remember, they have it. They have Steven Adams. He comes in off the bench and he's a bruiser for them. And the problem is there's no fucking one. There's no one that I don't give a goddamn what's happening in the world. You're giving me 25. You're giving me 30.
You're not going to build a team around singing. And I love
Sengun can't be a one. He's a great player. He ain't no one. This is this is what we've been saying on the show for weeks, maybe months now. Honestly, it's actually, it might be the whole NBA season I've been saying this shit. You gotta get a one. Kevin Durant, take your ass to H-Town. You actually will have, that'll be your best chance to win NBA championship outside of Golden State. And obviously, besides the Thunder, and you fucking sold 3-1, and then, they lost to LeBron. Yeah, it is what it is, KD. But yeah, all right, let's move forward. I think this is where we're gonna, so we have no one on so I got someone for the picks tonight. They're gonna give us they're gonna come on, they're gonna give us 2 picks, the 2-man.
Okay, we still got Lonnie for the debate hour.
Yeah, Lonnie for the debate hour. This is gonna take 2 minutes because I was like, we don't got someone, and someone in our Discord hopped into the ring. So let's bring him on. Let's see if he is he here? Is he ready to go?
Wait a second.
There he is, Sir Pops. Yeah. All right, Pops. Here's the deal. For showing your face on this podcast, you automatically get 1 entry ticket worth $2. You're going to give us a 2-man play. If it cashes tonight, you get $10 worth of entry tickets. I believe it's 5. And with that, you'll have the opportunity to win thousands on Wanna. So, Pops, you know the rules. Let's hear it.
Okay, I do have a question. Is it just player props? Is it any game ever?
For Wanna, I think you need a player prop. So at least one player prop.
Wanna in. So should I throw a player prop in there?
1 player prop, 1 whatever the hell else you want. Let's hear it.
Got it. Okay, so I got Pritchard over 13.5.
I can't believe the line's moved up. When I looked at it, it was at 11.5. So I like it. Keep going.
Oh
yes.
I have a 9-player pick right now. I'm just choosing the other one because I got some underdogs in here, surprisingly.
Ooh.
Give us your guarantees. Your guarantees. 2 of your guarantees.
Guarantees. The Twins money line is my other guarantee.
All right, there it is, folks. Peyton Pritchard over 13.5 points and the Minnesota Twins money line. Papa,
the line changed on me. Not part of this, 10 entries or 5 entries, whatever it is, but Banchero over points too. Love it.
Yeah,
love
26.5.
Yeah, I think it switched right on me when I was putting it in, so I'm gonna make another one. But yeah,
I just caught out.
Yeah, I love Banchero tonight. I think he goes nuclear.
All right, well, hey, Peyton Pritchard 13.5 and the Minnesota Twins, and he's holding up the Oregon Ducks.
The Celtics love Pritchard.
Yep, fuck the Celtics. Give him Pritchard. We know the deal.
Yeah,
all right,
so
Pops.
Fired up.
We'll see you tomorrow at Accountability Hour.
And you'll also see him at the top of the Wanna leaderboard tomorrow. So
wow, call out from Pops. All right, Pops. We appreciate you coming on. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Peace.
Laters. There he goes. What a legend. And now, before I announce, I want to get KG Little Joe's. Will Houston's green, remember the ball is supposed to go in the basket, not over it. Well, KG, I'm banking on that because I have Houston winning tonight. So I don't know why I'm sick in the head, but I like it. We'll see.
KG, I don't know if you guys know, but what affects Jalen Green's game is his baby mothers. So I mean, if he had a good day with his baby mothers, then he's gonna score like 25 plus. But like he has a cougar baby mother. She's like 40. He's like 20, whatever. So like if you know, that's what alters the games with Jalen.
Jalen Green, it's sick work, man. When your stepson is the same age as you and you graduated the same year of high school, it's when you know, hey, you know, there might be other fish in the sea. You know, there's 8 billion of us motherfuckers on planet Earth, and I don't know why you'd go with, hey, love is love. Love is love. All right. Let's KG goes, they can share clothes. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? That's funny shit. All right, let's announce the new segment. Here we go. The new segment, Heat Check. Lantz versus Tone, and a debate with the legend, Lonnie Lyle, refereeing. We got today's debate. Normally it will be announced by Lonnie Lyle and he will give us the topics and what we're debating. But because it's the first one, me and Tone decided on NBA Mount Rushmore. We're going to give, Tone's going to give his, I'm going to give mine, and then we're going to debate about it. To see who goes first. Lonnie, do you have a coin?
I have a coin.
All right. I'll be, oh, go ahead.
I'll be I'll tell everybody I will be your referee for the day, you know what I mean? I do have a fucking whistle, so I am official. The fuck. and if any one of them get out of bounds or get out of hand, you got a fucking flag. Don't fucking play with me. I got a flag, bitch. I'm throwing that motherfucker. All
right, folks. Hey, I'm gonna have to be on my A game. I'm gonna have to stay sharp, and I can't get carried away because I see there's whistles, there's flags, there's all of it.
We are official over here. We're a Wanna. What the fuck? Come on. So call it in the air, guys. Let me see. Lance, call it. This time I'm gonna go with Lance for call it heads or tails.
Heads.
Well, it was fucking heads.
Butterfingers. It was heads? All right, so do I get to choose if I go first or Tone goes first, right? I get the choice. It's kind of like receive or like kick or receive in football.
Do that.
All right, Tone, go first.
So, all right, man. I mean, I feel some type of way, Lonnie. God darn, I didn't even get to see the coin flip or the coin land, but it's cool. You was on Lance's side. It's cool. I know y'all was talking in the backstage or something like that, but cool. All right, Mount Rushmore, NBA Mount Rushmore. There's no other way that you can go without listening to what I got to say because I know who's the Mount Rushmore. I mean, first off, I think Mount Rushmore was 4 people, right? Right or wrong, Lance? Okay, all right. So 4 people. 4 people. All right. First and foremost, we just gonna put down LeBron James. I mean, that's a given. That's a freebie for
that one. We agree.
That's a freebie. That's a freebie in there. Respectfully to the game, Michael Jordan #2. I mean, and I will allow anyone in the realm of basketball to alter those however you want. And I have no problem with that. I personally feel like LeBron is one, and I can back up my, debate. But if you put Jordan #1, there's no. I would just debate it. I'm not gonna put a fact on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like as this game matures and maturates and goes to the next level, we're gonna have a few goals. We're gonna have a few goals. If not, 5 to 10 goals. So.
I'll allow it.
The one or two, we're gonna leave it at that. I think me and Lance can agree. The 1 or 2, we'll leave it at that. But this is when it gets dicey right here. This is when it gets dicey, and my 3 to 4 is surgical because I'm gonna give some backup on my 3 to 4. Now, my 3 and 4, I don't think it's gonna be in no particular order, but my number 3 greatest player, my number 3 person that should go up on the Mount Rushmore. The person that I feel like had the most impact after these first 2 names that we've already put on the list, the person that has done the most, the person that has contributed the most, the person that has stood around and stayed a part of the game and just been there on call for whatever's needed. Kareem goes on my number 3. Kareem is my number 3. I know a lot of modern day people, they don't know too much about Kareem, but he's still one of the faces that the younger people still get to see, and his numbers are just freaking incredible. And I don't see how you can be, a fanatic of LeBron and not be a fanatic of Kareem. Now, number 4, my number 4 is a personal. My number 4 is personal, and I know this is where it's going to get good at because I know my number 4 is better than Lance number 4. Shit.
Ooh.
I know my number 4.
Ooh, wait a minute.
That wasn't the flag, was it, Lonnie?
No, almost through that shit. You good. All right. You good.
Okay. But look, I mean, my number 4, I'm going with none other than, and I'm going to say this name because I know it's going to throw people for a monkey wrench, but I'm going for Chuck. Chuck is going on my number 4. Chuck is in your face.
Which Chuck? Wait. Which Chuck?
Nah.
Which Chuck? You got 2 Chucks. You got 2 Chucks. You talking about Charles Barkley? You talking about AI?
I'm talking about AI. There you go, Lonnie. You got some basketball sense right there. Allen Iverson is my number 4. Chuck on the list. That's one of my personal favorites. He was my LeBron before LeBron. And that's where I leave it at. LeBron, MJ, Kareem, AI. That is my Mount Rushmore for basketball right there on Wanna Parlay.
Well, there it is, folks. You heard it firsthand. There's Tone's Mount Rushmore.
Hold on, wait. That was Tone the GOAT. Never gonna give Taco Lance some time. It's quite a coincidence that we both got Taco in our name. But go ahead, Taco Lance.
All right, folks. We're here for Mount Rushmore. We're not here to rank players and their greatness of all time. I'm here. These are 4 monumental people that we put up on a statue that revolutionized the game. They changed the game. They're very important to the game, and that's why they have their 4 faces up there. First, Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson was the first 6'9" guard forward that could handle the ball. He changed the game. Before he before he was who he was, there was always a 6-foot dribbler of the point guard. They fed the post, and it was nothing like Showtime and the fast break. It was revolutionized, changed the game. There's one, Magic Johnson. Number 2, Michael Jordan. I don't think I need to explain that much. Michael Jordan, of course, the shoes, the swag, everything. Changed the game like no other. That's number 2. Number 3, LeBron James. LeBron James, when Magic came in, the ratings were down and they were like, what? Like, the NBA wasn't shit. He came in, he changed everything. He changed everything from money, superstars, fame, all of it with basketball. Jordan came on. He's the first billionaire from the NBA. He changed everything, money, everything. As Jordan left the NBA, everyone was worried. They're like, who's next? Who's the next guy? Who's the next guy? That's the chosen one. That's King James. And he was drafted in 2003, and he's still playing to this day, and he's still at an elite level. And he's done so much for player power. When he left Cleveland to go to Miami, that was one of the biggest offseason moves ever, and it all came from the power to the player. And ever since then, the players have had way more power than in any other sport. Number 4, Steph Curry. The three ball. It's changed the game like no other. There's no one that's physically changed how you score. The mid-range shot is dead because of him. There's no one that has transcended. They fadeaway threes are damn near a good shot now because of Steph Curry. Analytics have taken over the game. There's my 4. There's my Mount Rushmore. There it is, folks.
4 again, Lance.
I will allow it.
4. Magic.
Magic, Jordan, LeBron, Curry.
Is that an order? Is that in order?
Oh, no. Not best of all time. That's my Mount Rushmore in order because of the eras and how it shapes. Like, if you think about it, like, you got George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, whoever the hell is up there. It's like, I kind of have it. It was Magic in the 80s, Jordan in the 90s, Bron from 2003 to on, and then Steph Curry, you have to give him his flowers for how he's changed the entire sport. Like, threes in transition happen almost every possession because of this guy. He's changed everything.
Tone, do you have a rebuttal?
I don't see that. I don't see how it. All right, so it's 4 slots. That's what makes it tough, people. So keep it 100. It's tough as hell. But damn it, I don't see on any day, any month, any earth, or any planet that we go on that Magic Johnson is going to be a greater Laker than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. On top of that, I mean, the stats prove itself. On top of that, I mean, due to certain circumstances and situations, Magic couldn't continue. Now, I do feel like I feel like this is what I personally feel like. If people was watching Magic, they know Magic had a potential 10 years in his tank. Like, this is what's crazy. This is what's crazy. So I'm not against the Magic take, but I don't think it matured how it was supposed to mature. I think Jordan may have not won all of the fucking championships he won if Magic would have still been doing what if he would have been doing. And the only thing it didn't happen was because of the shit that went on. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of my takes with Lantz.
Can I rebuttal the Magic one, or are we gonna?
Yeah, go ahead, Lantz.
Go ahead and rebuttal.
All right, so if you forgot who Magic motherfucking Johnson is, he's drafted in 1979, first overall pick. They took him over Bird. I know Bird the Celtics had the rights like back then. He bona fide Laker. Remember, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar started his career and won a championship with Oscar Robertson in Milwaukee. Then got traded to the Lakers. Couldn't do shit for the Lakers. Lakers weren't shit while he was there until Magic Johnson arrived. Once Magic Johnson arrived, in that 12-year span that he played in the NBA, 3 MVPs, 5 championships, 3 finals MVPs, so he outdoes him in those. He was the clear leader of the team as, I don't want to call Kareem Robin, but it was a Batman 1A and a Batman 1B. Magic Johnson is the greatest point guard of all time. And if you want to argue it's Curry, I have a tough time putting him because I don't think he's a traditional point guard, and you get in one of those arguments. But don't forget who the hell Magic Johnson is. He put the Lakers were in shambles. They had Kareem. He was a star. He was disgruntled. He'd get all his numbers, but he couldn't win. He couldn't win in LA. That's when they bring in Magic. 5 NBA championships in 1 decade. Come on now.
Tone?
We got all right. So my small rebuttal is the same thing about people might not knowing who Magic was, and Magic was phenomenal. Magic did what he did, but they may have not known who Kareem was, and they may have not known that a lot of what we got going on today may have not even existed if Kareem would have made the moves he made and stood for what he stood and did what he did. And then just the background on Kareem. Kareem is one of the only NBA players that we've ever had that actually has been a politician or really stood on politics and really carried the game outside of the game and made some changes that really affects not just NBA players, but a lot of people, and especially when it comes to black people and stuff like that. But just all in all, even with the numbers, I agree with Lance with the winning factor. When you compare Magic and Kareem, with the winning factor, cool. But that's like the same thing that people bring up with Jordan and Kobe and LeBron. I just feel like those accolades are team efforts. You can't have a win without a team, but you can have 30 points per game as an individual. You can have blah. So a lot of that stuff be team efforts and due to the era and time that people were in, especially with Kareem, he was in the era where, the first league he played in wasn't the NBA, but I don't think this is, what I will say is this is one where I won't stand on super strong Kareem is greater than Magic. This is one of those ones where I think you just had to really be there. And me and Lance literally wasn't there doing this is a history of ours, so, this is not too tough on a debate. I fuck with what he's saying.
Yo.
Hey, just to let y'all know, I did referee in a couple of those games, and Kareem was phenomenal. He was phenomenal. I just want to throw that out there. He was a great player. And Magic was no slouch. He was no fucking slouch.
And I'm just gonna throw it out there. I have Kareem higher ranked on the all-time list than Magic. This is Mount Rushmore. Okay. This is Mount Rushmore. These are 4 faces carved into a big ass fucking stone that are, I'm saying, revolutionized the game. Kareem did revolutionize the game with the post hook and being a center because the centers went away. It came down to the 6'9" motherfucker coming down the court. Hey, hitting that one. Come Come on now. He changed the game like no other. And I know what you're saying politically and all those things. This is basketball. Personally, that's how I feel about it. I mean, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he was Lou Alcindor, changes his name with Cassius Clay, who's now Muhammad Ali. They did it, in protest because of their religion versus the Vietnam draft. And, that's all cool. I understand all that. But this is basketball. I ain't get all up in there.
Hey, look, I got one question for you all right? Now, this is like a little side debate. You can do this one real quick if you want to. Now, this player, I just want to see if y'all think he can bounce back in tonight's game, okay? This player, his last 4 games, he scored 5, then 7, 2, then 7. Who am I talking about?
You talking about Jalen Green?
He's a point guard superstar.
Jalen Green.
Bingo. Do y'all think that he's going to bounce back?
We hit that shit.
Do y'all think he's going to bounce back tonight's game? Not, like, seriously.
You got it first.
I think Houston wins tonight. I don't know how. I don't know who, but someone's got to step up. They can't just roll over like that. I know Ime Udoka ripping them to fucking shreds in that locker room, especially after that, because you're scoring like 60 points through 3 quarters. Come the fuck on. You're the 2 seed in the fucking West. I think they bounce back tonight. I think Jalen Green does have a decent game. Tone, go ahead.
I agree. I fucking agree with Lance. If you look at my Wanna Parlay slip right now, which you probably can't see, but I have Franz Wagner over 22.5 points. But the other one in my 2 pick is Alfred Sengun over 20.5 points tonight, because I clearly feel like no matter what Jalen is gonna do, like Houston is a hungry team overall. Like it's not just the one player is hungry. Like from the twin to Alfred Sengun to the veteran to Jalen Green. It's just Jalen Green be having defense set up against him, and he's too young of a player to figure out how to just go against that right now. Like this is the experience he needs. But I see other players like, man, we ain't about to lay down, man. Fuck that shit, man. I get out there. Hey, man, we step up tonight. And I think Alfred is that one tonight. So I'm rolling with I'm rolling with Houston tonight.
Okay.
All right. So I just want to know, because I'm very curious. In the previous debate, where are we going there? What's the final result? Are we calling a winner? Are we calling what do we got there, ref?
On the Mount Rushmore?
Yeah. On the Mount Rushmore debate, because we are going to keep a track record of who's winning versus who's losing these debates. This is war. Me and Tone have agreed.
For sure.
This is, if it's the heat check, this is the war room.
The thing is, I love both of you all's Mount Rushmore for their own reason. I love that Magic one. I love that AI one. But I'm trying to. Fuck. I know I had to goddamn pick one.
I will say, I took into consideration AI. I took into consideration like Kobe, like all these guys. But remember, AI will tell you firsthand, if you asked him right now, if he was right next to you, a lot of what he did, he mirrored after, like he loved Jordan. He did a lot of things after Jordan. Everyone did a lot of things after Jordan. That's why I get, I go Magic, because the 6'9" motherfucker coming down the court full speed with better handles than anyone else. You've never seen it.
Flag on the play, Lance. We are not still debating. Flag on the fucking play. You're trying to win me over. You're trying to fucking win me over.
I'm going down my list.
But that is also true though. That is a great valid point. But I'm gonna say that Tone side. I'm gonna say that Tone won.
Tone won.
I like all those picks and how they went. I love all that, which I love yours too. I think that one was better. Though.
Hey, that's fair. Fair game. I went in there guns blazing. I'll give my closing statement. We get closing
Lance,
statements, right?
I'm not gonna lie, Lance. That was. I really thought I put my honest out there, Lance. You had a strong debate. I thought you was gonna win that one. I'm not gonna lie. That's my honest.
Hey,
I'm not. Hey, it is. I'll take a win, but you had some great. Like as I'm thinking about the Kareem, like when you said you still have Kareem ranked higher in your overall. That right there made me understand where, okay, I agree with that. I get it. Because there's no doubt that Magic has had, and fuck it, hold on, let me get my win first. Lonnie, finish what you were saying, and then I'll finish, because I feel like.
And then another thing, I never bought a pair of Magic Johnson shoes. I had all the AI shoes. That's all. I had all the AI shoes.
Well, remember, Magic and Bird were signed to Converse. I don't know if anyone had their shoes. Shoe sales wasn't a thing until Michael Jordan. Why? And, KG Little Joe's is saying, how do I not have Bird up there? Bird, it's like the revolution of the game. I'm like, that's what I went after my Mount Rushmore. I don't think Curry's top 5 all time. I don't think that. I think Magic's 4. I have Magic 4 all time. But like, this was about the faces of the NBA that are revolutionized. Just like there's only 4 presidents. There's only 4 presidents on there, and what they did were so big. Abraham Lincoln with the Civil War and all that. George Washington being the motherfucking champ that founded the country, and the two that's why I went Magic Johnson, changed it like no other. Michael Jordan, we all know his resume. LeBron James, especially with player movement and just being a freak at he's basically the second coming almost of Magic. He's like a mix of Magic and Jordan. And then last but not least, you have to give it to Curry. He changed the motherfucking game. It's a completely different game because of him. So that's why, and you could argue, Wilt Chamberlain, he made it so you can't dunk from the free throw line because that's what he would do every time as a Kansas Jayhawk. He changed, maybe, but those 4 I put there. Mount Rushmore revolutionized the game. And, that's my mic drop. There it is.
Love both sides. Still. Like it should be an 8-head Mount Rushmore. It should be an 8-head.
And I wish it could be, but I had to go with 4. I went with my 4. But hey, Tone walks away with the first ever win in the new segment, Heat Check, Lantz versus Tone.
Tell me this, Lance, though, before we move on. Ask KG, or let me know what KG says, though. Does KG put Larry Bird in front of Curry in the all-time standings of greatest? Like, where does he stand with that? Because I like the Larry Bird, but I wouldn't put Larry Bird before Curry. Where does KG stand with that?
KG is definitely on the side of Larry Bird, as am I. I don't disrespect the motherfucking Bird. Bird was a different demon. Of course, the back injuries, and at the end, remember, Bird used to say, "Hey, Jordan, bring that ass over here, boy." Boom, 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 belt that ass. Like, that's what it was. Hey, 63 points, cute. How about that? You go home. You're getting swept, buddy. You're getting swept. This is an all-time bona fide great. Yeah, Larry Bird, Larry Legend. I have him all-time definitely ahead of Stephen Curry. And hey, Stephen Curry's story isn't over yet. He's still got, but don't disrespect the Bird.
Lonnie Lyle, put this in the box of debates for ongoing later on. Larry Bird and Steph Curry is a real debate. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
I got it right now.
All right. Well, I think that's the end of Heat Check. We're going. Lance is down 0-1 to Tone all time. We'll be back with another. Tomorrow. Are you free? Are we doing it tomorrow? Stay tuned. We'll figure it out. But Lonnie, we appreciate you coming in and refereeing. That was great stuff. And it sounds like we'll see you tomorrow.
Hey.
Oh wait, do you want to give your picks? Oh yeah. All right, let's hit it. Let's hit tonight's picks. I'm gonna start off. Let's rattle them off. Kristaps Porzingis over 18.5 points. No Tatum. And I just like the matchup. He was 1 for 8 last game, so he's gonna ball out. Come on. Peyton Pritchard, I see that lines moved to 13.5. I'm still like it. So he just got honored with 6th man of the year. He's going to get a lot more minutes with no Tatum when they're, mix and match and seeing what works. Missoula does that. I like his over. Draymond Green, over 5.5 assists. He only had 3 last game, surprisingly, which I feel like lowered the line and why I like 5.5. I feel like they should be 6.5, maybe even 7.5 because of what Draymond, how he facilitates for the Warriors. And then I got that. Next, Amen Thompson over 7.5 rebounds. The kid's a freak, and he's going to be playing all game long. He's like one of their best athletic weapons. He's one of the best athletic weapons in the NBA. Just his player build is unbelievable. He's a freakazoid. So I liked over 7.5 rebounds. Buddy Hield over 5.5 points. Hey, I have a feeling someone's going to have to step up for the Warriors because the Rockets are going to come out tonight. I feel like he's going to get at least a few shots off the bench, and I'm just betting on 2 threes or something like that going in, and he covers the 5.5 points. Last but not least, and I fucking hate this one now more and more I think about it, but I'm standing on business. Tyler Hero over 4.5 assists. Yeah, we'll see. Tone or Lonnie, whichever one. Go ahead.
I go with mine. I'm gonna go Orlando for the win. I'm gonna do another little. Yeah. I'm gonna go Miami for the win. Yeah, I think that Miami will figure out something and they will beat the Cavaliers tonight. I got Golden State for the win. And I'm thinking that tonight is the wake up game for Jalen Green. I think that he gets the 18-5. And I think that's it right there. Yeah. That's my 4.
Very nice. Wait, so you have Warriors winning, but Jalen Green also waking up. So, okay.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead, Tone.
Okay, all right. With the mismatch, I like that. I got to go all the way around the board, but just to recap, make sure y'all keep track of Papa's picks. Pritchard 13.5 points, Twins for the W, and Banchero for the 26.5. Because I did take a few of those in my own parlays. Just a reminder. But my money lines and spreads, I'm taking Orlando for the W. Orlando has a hefty payout tonight. It was like $490 last time I looked at it. $490. So if Orlando gets that W, like I'm telling you, that would tilt your pick over. If you're on the Wanna Parlay app, that would tilt your pick over on any category that you're in. That would give you a chunky, hefty boost. On the flip side, I got Alfred Singing for 20.5 points. I got Banchero for 26.5 points. I got Derek White for 17.5 points. I got Pritchard for 13.5 points. Shout out to Papa. And I got Wendell Carter for 8.5 rebounds tonight. And then on the flip side, I got Ohtani for 1 hit and Ohtani for stolen base 1. And that's that for the night. You know what I'm saying? That's that for the night. Yeah, I'm going crazy tonight.
Hey, that's a salute to KG Little Joe's for that what's it called pick, the Ohtani pick. There's Jeremy Cantor in the chat. I've been waiting for Jalen to go off on Golden State. I hope it's tonight too. I think that's all of us, Jeremy. I think it's all of us.
It will happen tonight.
It will. It's a Lonnie Lyle guarantee, and I want you guys to know if he guarantees something, it fucking happens. All right. So
he's on good terms with both his baby mamas. He is good for the night. I'm telling you. He's on good terms with both of them. Take the over.
Take the over, folks. Take the over. Well, all right. This was the Wanna Parlay Podcast, home of everything Wanna Parlay, the proud father of the $2 parlay, and the world's richest parlay, where every day people are turning $2 into $2,000. Today was a great show. Thanks for B, Sifo, Papa, and Lonnie Lyle for coming on. Absolute legends. It was great stuff. Great fun. We'll be back at the same time tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Celebrating more Wanna winners, updating you on the Wanna leaderboards, and talking about all things sports. Folks, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our channel as it helps us tremendously. We appreciate your support. And make sure you turn on the notification button so you know exactly when we go live, because sometimes I'm a few minutes late. Hey, I'm human, folks. I'm human. Tone, you got anything?
Definitely. Make sure you guys hit us up if you want to cam up with us and let us know your picks. We are giving a $2 entry free away for anybody that just cams up with us on Wanna Parlay. And if your pick that you give us, your 2 pick that you give us, we're going to give you $10 in return. So just please, come on, guests. Get up on here, cam up with us, you know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe, and do all of that stuff you're supposed to do to like us real ones. Lance, carry it out.
Well, that's it. And like he just said, $2 entry ticket just to show face. Just show your face and give a pick. And then if you hit, like he said, 10 free motherfucking dollars. Free. Not many things in life are free, but this is free. So, folks, that is all. And we will see you tomorrow.
Good shit, man.
Pull out your phone. Yeah, Tone. If you wanna parlay, down just woke up, it's time to check out my parlay from last night. I hope it's a good day. If I'm on top the leaderboard on Wanna Parlay, that mean it's a good day. Oh yeah, I forgot that the Hawks played. I bet you Jordan Poole have an off day. Guaranteed Travis Hunter made a mouse play. If so, I done cashed on my parlay. 2 picks, 4 picks, 6 picks, 7 picks. Pick your poison. Wanna Parlay, then download the app right now. Come on, join it. If you lose one time, gotta keep on going. Flip them winners, gotta stack them coins. Stay in the race like Jackie Joyner. You'll win if you stack them points up. NBA, CBB, MLS, NFL, MLB. Take your time, build your slip. NHL, MMA, UFC. Yeah, you can go big on big. Yeah, or you can go small on small. World Series, Super Bowl, March Madness, championship, win them all.